review 2D shapes and 3D shapes with the marshmallows and the toothpicks. But first I have some questions for you, okay? For a sweet treat, who can tell me what they think the toothpicks will represent on our shapes? What do you think the toothpicks will be? Let's see. Braden, what do you think?
The edges?
The edges. Very good. So remind me after we're done, you get a sweet treat. All right, for another sweet treat. Who can tell me what they think the marshmallows will represent on our shapes? What do you think, Maddie?
The points.
The points, do you remember the name of them? Does anyone remember what the name of the points are?
Vertices?
Vertices, very good. Maddie, points also works, so you can get a sweet treat, or you can get a sweet treat, okay? All right, so the marshmallows are going to be our vertices. The toothpicks are going to be our sides. So here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to give you clues about what 2D or 3D shape I want you to make. You're going to make it with your pieces, and then we're going to see if you were right.
Yes.
Okay? Any questions before we get started? Turner?
Can you stab them?
Yeah, you're going to have to push your toothpick into the marshmallow. I wouldn't stab it.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to poke your finger, right? We have to be careful. But I would just gently push your toothpick into the marshmallow so that it sticks. Because you want them to hold together.
Yeah.
All right? Maddie, do you have a question?
Can we make our own one more time?
We'll get to that, okay? On the very last one, I'm going to have everybody make a shape, and then you're going to tell me what shape you made. How many edges, how many vertices it has, okay? Luke?
Can this be a contest, like if the ones that get out, they Wait, the ones that...
Well, I want to see if everyone remembers their shapes first. Okay? All right, so here's the first one. We're going to start with just 2D shapes. So the 2D shapes were the flat ones that we had, right? They aren't 3D. You wouldn't be able to pick them up and hold them. They're flat.
Yes.
So the first shape that I want you to make has 4 vertices, and 4 sides that are all the same length. 4 vertices and 4 sides that are all the same length. Remember, you're using your marshmallows for vertices, right? You'll have to use your toothpicks and your marshmallows, that way it holds together. All right, when you think you have it, raise your hand.
I don't know pieces of a car.
Mm-hmm.
It does, it looks like wheels, doesn't it?
It's kind of hard to make it. Yeah.
All right. Looks like everyone's almost done. What is the shape you should have made? Sasha?
Square.
A square, right? Sasha, can you hold up your shape? It's kind of wobbly, but hold it up so everybody can see. You should have 4 marshmallows, and you should have 4 toothpicks, right? To make a square. Very good. Okay. For another sweet treat, I have a question. Would we be able to make a circle?
No.
Raise your hand if you can tell me why we wouldn't be able to make a circle. What do you think, Gavin?
Because the toothpicks aren't curved.
The toothpicks aren't curved, right? Does a circle have straight edges?
No.
Does it have any vertices?
No.
No, so we wouldn't be able to make a circle. Very good, Gavin. Remind me, okay, after we're done. All right, now, for the next shape. This shape has 3 vertices. Yeah, go ahead and take your square apart because you'll reuse your marshmallows and your toothpicks. This shape has 3 vertices and 3 edges. 3 vertices and 3 edges. And when you think you have it, raise your hand. If you have 3 vertices, how many marshmallows should you have used? Class? 3, right? So you should only have 3 marshmallows. Did you figure it out, Nate?
Oh, not really.
3 vertices and 3 edges. How many marshmallows do you have? No, in your hands, the ones you're working on. How many vertices would that be?
4.
So you need only 3. So take away 1 of your marshmallows. Now try to fit it together. And you need 3 edges. How many edges do you have? You have 3 edges? How many toothpicks are there? So you need 3. Now see what you can do.
Triangle?
But
Alright, class, what is the shape?
you can't have the
A
marshmallow
triangle. A
with
triangle has 3
the marshmallow
edges,
hooks each.
3 vertices.
You have to move a marshmallow, Nate. There you go. Problem
Now you
solved.
put it together. Thanks. Okay. Everyone got that? Yep, looks good.
Now they're all sticky.
That's okay, because that'll help them stay together.
They'll definitely stick better.
Alright. Now let's try this.
Yeah, that happened to me.
This one has 5 vertices and 5 edges. 5 vertices and 5 edges.
Sometimes it's helpful to pull out the pieces you need and then hook it together.
Yep, because you'll need 5 vertices, so how many marshmallows is that? 5.
5.
And you'll need 5 edges. How many toothpicks is that?
5.
5. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Kind of poked you a little bit. You have to be really careful. Some of them are kind of sharp. Alright, I see them coming together.
You have to manipulate it a little bit, don't you? Kind of move it around till you see what shape it is.
Okay. What shape should you have made with 5 vertices and 5 edges? Oh, raise your hand. What do you think, Sophia?
Hexagon.
Not a hexagon. Hex means 6. Luke?
Pentagon.
Pentagon.
Very good.
Pent means 5. You should have made a pentagon. Luke, can you hold yours up a little bit? Can you hold it up so we can see what yours looks like?
It's a house.
They kind of look like a house. Depending on how you made it. Some of them are a little
They're
wider, but
difficult
that's
when you
okay.
hold them up, you know.
I have a question. Can
Yes.
we have privacy folders so
Yeah.
It's okay.
Can we?
It's okay. We'll keep doing it this way. Because these next ones, class.
Yes.
These next ones might not all look the same.
Mm.
All right? So, let's try this. You need to make a shape with 8 vertices and 8 edges. 8 vertices and 8 edges. we're just doing 2D shapes right now. 8 vertices, 8 edges. We'll get to the 3D ones next. This is the last 2D shape. 8 vertices, 8 edges. If you're having trouble getting started, the first step would be to count out how many vertices you need and how many edges you need, right? And then maybe start just one at a time, putting them together to see what shape you get. I like what you're doing, Turner. Now you gotta put it together.
I kind of got confused on this.
This one might be a little tricky, because that's a lot of pieces to put together, right? Okay, well, some people are still building. What shape has 8 edges and 8 vertices? Jason?
Octagon.
Octagon. Oct means 8. So I have a bunch of you, your octagons kind of look like the shape of a stop sign. Does it have to look just like that? No, it can be totally different, right? Yeah, Turner's kind of looks like more, kind of like a zigzag, kind of, instead of more circular. So, but as long as you have 8 vertices, 8 edges, that counts as an octagon, right? Okay, very good. Oh yeah, Luke is holding his up. His isn't exactly like a stop sign shape. His is a little more
It's like a sock.
kind of like a sock. So that looks good. Yeah. Yep, and that's okay.
Yeah, it is like a chair.
All right, class. Oh no. Class.
Yes.
That's better. All right, now pull your pieces apart. We're going to do 3D shapes now. So make sure you have them all pulled apart. Now, the first one that we're going to do, it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to give you clues, except there's one more clue that I have to give you guys. We have vertices, and we have our edges. But what do 3D shapes have that 2D shapes don't? What do you think, Cassie?
Flat surface.
Flat surfaces, yes. You can get a sweet treat from that. A flat surface, there's another name. Jason, what do you think?
Faces.
Faces, yes.
Very good.
Okay. Very good. So, I'm going to tell you 3D shapes. I'm going to give you the number of faces, the number of vertices, and the number of edges to see if you can get it. Okay? Are you ready for the first one?
Yep.
The first one has 8 vertices, 12 edges, and 6 faces. 8 vertices, 12 edges, and 6 faces. I see some people already got it figured out. Take your time. You gotta be careful. It might be a little tricky to get them to stand up, but you can